X-Men 3 was directed by Brett Ratner and stars Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Anna Paquin, Rebecca Raming, and James Marsden for the third film in a row. And in this one, it's about Jean Grey, and when she comes back alive, she has a dark entity in herself called the Dark Phoenix. So, the X-Men must team up together once again to stop the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and the Dark Phoenix from trying to destroy humanity because humanity has created a cure for mutantism. Hello everyone, my name is Zachary Movie Chat, and I am very, very, very sorry that I missed out this weekend on reviewing this film. I know, it's not like I was a little bit behind and I had to watch this, because I already watched it before this weekend, but Saturday I decided to do a Disney Investor Day video, and Sunday I just took a break, and yesterday I didn't feel like uploading, so now you're getting this X-Men 3 review on Tuesday. Before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to comment down below. What were your opinions on X-Men 3? Did you hate it like a bunch of people? Or were you okay with it as a decent ending to the original trilogy? And with that said, here we go into my X-Men 3 review. And the first thing you guys gotta know before I start talking all about this movie is that it is definitely the weakest in the original trilogy. That doesn't mean it's bad. I quite liked it, but it's very weak, and it just does not compare up to 1 and 2, which were phenomenal films. Of course, with the film that I already said that, I'm just going to start off by saying some positives. The first one is this is a very decent ending to the original trilogy. I think everything wraps up pretty nicely, especially with all the characters dying and the cure, and I feel like it's all resolved, how you kind of have Magneto getting his powers taken away, and I can kind of see how they are going to fix them in the future that I have not yet seen those films. Speaking of characters dying, I do not hate all these characters dying like the first film, probably because they feel like they have more impact than they did in the second film, because I already knew Jean Grey was coming back alive for this film. And I know I'm probably going to get some hate comments down below. How could you think Jean Grey's sacrifice was worthless? But all the other people's are great. These ones were terrible. I just think they kind of had more impact on me. I didn't say they were great. I'm pretty sure Cyclops probably should have had a better death. But I do think they had more impact. The performances were also great. Hugh Jackman's is great, as always, as this Wolverine. Everybody else is great. It's just a stacked, cast list. I didn't love them as much as I do in the other two because this film kind of kills off half the characters. I did love them, just not as much as the other two. The action is also great in this film. It's not as good as X2, but it is decent action, and it kind of helps wrap up the ending, and the story, I think, is also quite good. It's not bad, and I kind of like how they balance both of these stories of the Dark Phoenix and everyone trying to destroy humankind because they tried to destroy mutantism. It's not a great story, it's just decent, much like this film. It's a decent film. But with saying that, I have to say it's not a perfect film, not even near as good as the other two in this franchise that I've reviewed so far. If I'm going to compare it to any movie that's ever been made, I would definitely compare it to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. That's what this film reminds me of. Way too many new characters, way too many plot lines, gathered all together in one film, where it probably could have made like 3 other films. This movie kind of reminds me of The Rise of Skywalker and Iron Man 2, when I think about it. Not that any of those movies are bad, except Iron Man 2, that movie sucks. But, it's just, it certainly could have had more movies instead of just gathering it all together. And that's kind of why it's not my favorite. It was a bigger and epicer story. It's just too crowded. Way too crowded for me. And I wasn't ever bored. It's also the shortest film in the original trilogy. This one only going to an hour and a half. but it feels like the longest because it's too crowded, and that's why it's certainly the weakest in my opinion. I'm going to give this film a C+, a 7 out of 10, and 2.5 stars. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I certainly didn't love it either. This Saturday, hopefully this Saturday, I'm going to be ranking 1, 2, and 3. I'm pretty sure you can already tell what my ranking was if you already seen all 3 of my X-Men reviews. But I really enjoy you guys. Down below, tell me what did you guys think of this film. Make sure to subscribe and do everything in your power to help me grow, because I really, really, really want to grow this little channel of mine. And with that said, thank you for watching, and I will always see you in the next one. Bye-bye.